Hello, audience. My name is Dawson. His name is Justin.
Hello.
And welcome to Ep.1 of the Flash DC podcast. Now, this is a new thing that we tried once at the end of season 2. That was on a different channel, but we decided to bring it back for season 3. And basically, we just watch an episode, whether it be the season opener or the finale or any episode in
Crossovers.
between,
Any special
crossovers,
episode, basically.
whatever episodes we feel fit that we need to talk about or want to talk about, we can come, relax, and talk about it. And we have the excuse for it to be long,
Mm-hmm.
basically, because we always overtalk everything anyway.
And also, just want to say, we plan on talking about Legends of Tomorrow on Thursday,
You
and
know,
possibly Supergirl next
Supergirl
Monday.
Monday. Yeah.
So, look out for those.
Yep. So, of course, this is the season opener for season 3, episode 1, and it is titled Flashpoint. I'm not going to read out synopsis. You can see it on your screen, but we'll get into the synopsis while we're talking about the episode.
Mm-hmm.
But usually when we're reviewing movies, we kind of say, "What'd you think about it?" Blah blah blah. Let's just get into it. Start talking. What are the things you liked, you disliked? What's your overall thoughts? Do you think it's a good season opener? Do you think it's a bad season opener? Just what do you think about this?
Personally, I thought that it was good. I thought it was a pretty good premiere. It has me pumped for the rest of the season. And yeah.
That's literally it.
I mean,
That's all your points.
discussion will happen. But I really want to know what you thought. It seems like every time we talk about Flash, you seem to be mighty angry.
See, okay, so this is the thing that differs me and Justin. I am terrible with nitpicking everything. I do it to everything I watch, movie, TV show, whatever I watch. I nitpick it to hell, and that's just something about me. Justin doesn't do that. So,
I pretty much take things at face value.
yeah, he takes everything at face value. I don't accept that bullshit.
I mean,
I just don't.
I am entertained by what I watched, and so if I like the episode, then I thought it was good. If I didn't like the episode,
Oh yeah, if
then
he did.
I can probably point out a few things I didn't like about the episode, but I mean, I won't say like this is the worst thing ever happened to humanity.
No, there's like me and Justin. There are a few episodes within Flash season 2 is a mess overall, and we agreed on a lot of things during that whole entire season.
There were still some cool parts of season 2.
There were some cool parts. A lot
Like
of it
Earth
happened
2,
with
basically.
Zoom
Like
and
Earth
Earth 2. That whole like 3 episode event with Earth 2, and then you had Zoom and so with that. Those parts were pretty cool. But let's talk about season 3, episode 1, Flashpoint.
Yeah.
Let's get on topic. God, where do I begin? So let's get into a little bit of the synopsis. I said I was going to read it out. I wasn't going to read it out loud. I'm still not going to read it out loud. I'm basically going to say it exactly how I saw it. After season 2 closes, Barry decides that once again he's going to fuck up the timeline that he's already established and he's comfortable with, just to save his mother and to keep his father out of jail. So he does that. He takes the Reverse Flash back in time.
His dad wasn't going to jail, was he? I thought he was dead.
No,
At the
his
end of
dad,
season 2,
his
his
dad's
dad
dead.
was dead.
Yeah, but we're talking about his dad never going to jail for the murder of his mom.
I thought he was trying to reverse his dad's death and his mom's death at the same time. That was his whole goal.
Okay, yeah, but it keeps his dad out of jail too.
Okay.
Whatever happens, his dad dies at the end of fucking whatever. At the end of season 2. But we still got Jake Garrick, which is kind of cool. And he is basically marooned on this new Earth that he created, this new timeline where instead of him being the Flash, Wally is the Flash, and he is, the Flash, but they kind of nickname him Kid Flash throughout the episode. And they have to fight this new rival, this new badass rival called the Rival. And if you don't know who the Rival is, He is Edward Claris, I believe is his name. And he is the Reverse Flash for Jay Garrick. So the Rival was like the original Reverse Flash. He basically looked like Jay Garrick, but he looked like he was covered in ash. Me and Justin have talked about him before. He kind of turned, he's the evil. He's the Reverse Flash for Jay Garrick, more or less. And he was called the Rival. That was the original Reverse Flash. So we're fighting. We're fighting the Rival in this episode. He has a terrible costume. Just want to put that out there. Terrible costume. The ears on it were terrible. If they just took the ears off, it would have been a great costume. But the ears fucking made him look like made him look like Hawkeye, and I don't like Hawkeye, so just but basically it's more or less Barry is now on this Earth, and he has to team up with Kid Flash to fight the Rival and basically become the Flash again after a 3-month hiatus. Is basically what the whole episode's about. And Iris is thrown in. Excuse me. See, we're laid back here. I just burped in the middle of the damn thing. Iris is there. She's having problems with her dad because her dad's an alcoholic that doesn't go to work, and he's still a cop at the bureau, whatever, or a detective at the bureau. Barry, of course, is still a forensic scientist. And yeah, there's so much stuff going on in this episode. Cisco is in the episode, and so is Frost. Or, yes, no, not Frost. Caitlin Snow. She is in this episode too, but instead of what she usually is, she's an eye doctor now, but for kids.
Every other form of scientist, she's an eye doctor for kids.
Yeah, for kids, it's great. But she can also.
But she still has that knowledge somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
I feel like it's just kind of like an instinct kind of thing. Like
yeah,
Iris,
sure,
like
instinct.
her and Barry live together, so it's kind of just like that instinct of this mirage world, basically.
Sure, you can fucking call it that if you want.
Okay.
And Cisco is now a billionaire prick who knows who the Flash is on that universe, which was Wally. And he built his suit for him on this universe also, just like he built Barry's suit on Earth 1. What Earth even is this?
Yeah.
This is a different timeline for Earth 1, isn't it?
Oh, that's how I put it. Yeah, it's a different timeline. It's a different altogether.
Yeah, it's a different timeline for Earth 1. I have to say, I am disappointed in Flashpoint. It just, I was expecting greatness when I shouldn't have. Because we weren't going to get Thomas Wayne like we did in the animated one. We weren't going to get, we weren't going to get Barry trying to get his powers back, even though he's got his powers back once already. Or once or twice now. Twice. He got his powers back twice already, but overall 4 times. Or no, what the fuck? No, that'd be 3 times. Yeah, it just, he has his powers here, but if he runs too much, he loses memory, which erases the original timeline, because the only thing connecting the past timeline to this new timeline is Barry, and Dawn. But Dawn is there also. Reverse Flash is also there in a cage, in a plastic cage that didn't look plastic. It looked like it was a fucking bar, like just bars. Apparently, it's been out plastic. So he couldn't get through it, I guess.
It was some kind of like speed inhibiting
plastic
barrier.
Yeah, real great. Oh God, I love the Flash. Batman, Spider-Man are my number 1 favorites. Flash is number 2. Like, they both keep number 1, but Flash number 2, and I love the Flash so much. And I love Grant Gustin. I think he's an amazing Barry Allen. I think he does a great job as the Flash. It's just the writing on these episodes is just getting so out of hand and so convoluted at this point, where it's just like, what are we doing? Um, so a few problems I had. I mean, I just talked about the synopsis and threw problems in there, but a few problems I had were, so basically at the end of season 3 or season 2, sorry, we touched on it a little bit. You know, we see the Zoom die, become a wraith or a wraith,
Time Wraith.
wraith, and
Or Speed Wraith,
then
something like
it's just a wraith.
that.
Just call it a wraith.
One of the two.
I think it's gonna be a speed wraith, right? I mean, it's all speed.
Yeah, but the timeline. Oh no.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
He's a wraith.
It's a Wraith.
He's a wraith. Not Bart Allen. What's Barry's dad's name? Henry Allen. Yeah, I literally remember when Henry Allen dies, but then we have Jay Garrick, who is he's the lookalike on Earth 2, who is the Flash.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes the helmet and he goes back, and then Barry's like, "Oh, this is so great! I get Iris. This is awesome. You know, my dad just died, but you know everything else is pretty good. I got my friends. I got my family. You know, it sucks that my parents died. We beat the bad guy. We spent this entire fucking season, fighting this bad guy. But no, let's just erase it all. That would be a good idea. Like, that entire 3-minute thing that happened there should have been just cut out. It had, so aggravating. So all the stuff we've been doing this entire season, all these this cat and mouse shit, this entire season, he just cut out and threw it, and then they just went back in time to save his mom again. And then and then season 3 opens. He's been in this new timeline for about 3 months now. He hasn't really talked to Iris. He hasn't talked to Iris at all. He hasn't helped the Kid Flash, but he knows the Kid Flash exists. And he says that his line in the thing is, you know, it just felt good not to be the Flash, and he was just gonna, you know, this timeline already has a Flash, so I didn't really need to do anything. And then, you know, he's feeding fucking chili fries to Bartan. And he through this entire time, he never knows that Joe is a freaking drunk. And then him and Iris are not talking, and you know, of course, he's not talking to Wally at this point. So he's literally oblivious to this 3 months. He's living with his parents. His parents are still surprised that he's giving them love and affection. And it's just like they want to shove everything into this opening 5 minutes, but they end up giving you fucking nothing of what he's done for these 3 months. He has done absolutely nothing. Not just as the Flash, but also as Barry Allen. He has done nothing but show up to work and go home. Nothing. And that's fine. Sure, he's taking a break. But then all of a sudden, you know, this new rival, oh, he's such a bad guy now. I have to help Wally now. I just have to help him after these 3 months of being on this fucking timeline and seeing this rival terrorize the city. Now I'm gonna help. Oh, cool. Wally gets fucking stabbed. Awesome. The rival gets shot in the back and killed. Awesome. And then now Barry's like, okay, so we went through all this. Iris, I love you, but I need to go tell my parents bye. Again. And then go back to the fucking Reverse Flash. Kill my mom, please. Alright. And then the Reverse Flash, you know what he does? He kills Barry's mom again. We see his mom get killed for the 13th time now. And they go back to this new timeline where Iris and Joe are still not talking. And there's this new thing, this new villain that is called what, Justin?
Alchemy.
Alchemy. Ooh, I'm thrilled. What the fuck are they doing? Like, what are they doing? It's like, what? I don't know what the point and having Iris and her dad not talk. And what was Barry supposed to do? Just like help their relationship? He has to be that superhero? Like, there's so much stuff in this episode. I enjoyed seeing Flash come back. I don't want to seem like I am totally hating when I am, but I am so excited for the Flash to be back. I really am. It's one of the only shows that I watch. But it just keeps on fucking up everything. And yeah, it's a young Flash. I get it. He's learning the timeline. He's learning how to become the Flash. We keep on hearing Ia Barthan yak in our ear, talking about how the future Barry is going to be all set and all good. It's all going to be great, you know. Oh, Mrs. West, or Mrs. Allen. You're the future Mrs. Allen. Like, you keep on hearing about this shit. But it's like, our Barry is so fucking dumb. He's so dumb. It's like, you have done so much in these 3 seasons so far. Why are you still dumb? You need to start grasping time already. You need to grasp the whole universe thing, that everything you do as a speedster has an effect on the timeline. Barry, grasp it already. Stop being an idiot child. You're almost 30 years old. Come on. Can you at least agree with me on that? He's almost 30 years old.
I can agree on that.
And he's been the Flash for what? Over 2 years now?
Yeah.
He's been fucking around through time this entire time. Fucking with the timeline. Going to all these alternate universes, all these parallel Earths, but he still cannot grasp that everything he does as the speedster, as the Scarlet Speedster, fucks up everything. He cannot grasp that. And I don't know what the showrunners are doing. I don't know, but it's starting to get on my nerves and making me not want to watch this show. So aggravating it is. One of my favorite superheroes of all time, the show is getting so aggravating with this. And they're trying to throw in this love story with, it's just like awesome shit. Yeah, but I love Iris so much. And I'm going to do everything for Iris. But then I'm going to do everything for my parents. But Joe. And now, I got Wally now. And then it's like, fucking stop. And then Cisco. I'm your buddy. Buddy Cisco. Then, I'm here, Snow. Hey, guys, I'm here. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? I love this show. I really do. I really want the show to succeed. The first season was so good. So good. And then they fucked it up. It was all this convoluted, messing up the timeline every episode, feeling bad about it, fixing it, and then the next episode, or at the end of that episode, he fucks up the timeline again. It's just getting annoying and repetitive at this point. It's like, how is Barry going to fix the timeline next? Talk for a little bit, buddy, please, so I can fucking calm down.
So, I guess I don't have the same kind of connection you do with the Flash. Like, I can say he's probably my favorite DC hero, but I don't love him. I enjoy him, and I don't know his history like you do, so I can't really feel the same way you do about this show and how it changes everything that people know and love about Flash. Because this is basically, my knowledge of Flash is pretty much just this show.
Yeah, I mean, and it's fucking up the image of the Flash.
Maybe
it's making him seem like an idiot
from a person
and a child.
From the standpoint of a person who knows almost nothing about Flash, like I've seen most of like Justice League Unlimited, and I've seen Flashpoint, so I know some other things about Flash besides just this. But
and the Flash in Justice League is Wally.
Yeah.
So it's not even Barry.
Yeah.
In the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, it's not Barry, it's Wally, because he's the most popular Flash at this point. Wally West is the strongest Flash out of all of them. He is. There's no doubt about it. But this show is about Barry. about Barry's Flash,
Hmm.
and they're fucking him up so bad.
But as I was saying, as a person who doesn't really know much, I can still, I still find myself enjoying this show, and I thought this episode was pretty good. But that's just from somebody who just knows nothing and taking stories from the show as they are stories from the show and not the Flash overall.
No,
And
I mean, what I'm looking at is the Flash in the comic books, the Flash in the movies, the Flash in the animated TV shows. They're all by different writers, different creators, different directors, different everything, cast members. They're all different, but they're still painting the picture for the Flash. And there's been so many great Flashes out there that have already graced our screens. And what's upsetting me is that one of the most popular shows, the most popular superhero shows on primetime television right now, is painting a bad image for those people like you that their knowledge of the Flash is this show. And when they go see the Justice League movie, or if they do another show where the Flash appears, or if they read a comic book and he is not portrayed like this Flash, what are they going to think about that Flash in the comic books or the movies or the other TV shows?
see, at least me personally, I can separate the characters as they appear in different media.
Oh, I totally can. I'm total support for all that stuff. Like every character, like the whole thing when like Christian Bale to Ben Affleck, everybody was like fucking freaking out. I was in total like, yes, he's gonna be a great Batman, and he was a great Batman. I just don't like having. Continue. I'm sorry for interrupting you so much.
Um, so I'm just taking like these stories as, or these episodes as Grant Gustin's Flash's stories and stuff like that. Not like the Flash overall. Not stories from Barry Allen's Flash, but just Grant Gustin's Flash. I can keep it separated in my mind from Ezra Miller's Flash or the Flash from the animated series. So
Yeah,
I can keep it separated. So it's not really targeting the image of the Flash overall for me if an episode isn't good.
it's
So
not. It's not the episode.
okay, if the show isn't
It's
good.
this. It's the series as a whole. After season one, and season one had a few problems, but that was just kind of like it's your first season. You just got greenlit. You guys are just starting to get to know your characters. The writers are starting to sink into their chairs and whatever. It's just I'm gonna continue watching the show probably as long as it's on air. I am because I want to see where it's gonna go, and I hope this season proves me wrong and turns out to be a fantastic season. But I don't know. I mean, if the season opener's any inclination to what the rest of the season is going to be like, I don't know how I'm going to fucking keep all the screws in my head all tightened up. I'm gonna fucking lose it. It's just how many like we've both seen the animated Flashpoint special
Hmm.
or animated movie. We've
Hmm.
both seen it. It is fantastic. One of the best things out of Warner Brothers when it comes to the animated movies. It's great. Flashpoint comic books, it's great. This was not Flashpoint. This is not what Flashpoint's about.
See, that
It was
again in my brain, I
totally
can separate it
misused.
that this is not the Flashpoint that was represented
Yeah,
in the
but
comics
but
and
tell me what
movie.
this Flashpoint was.
We made a new timeline. They called it Flashpoint.
Yeah, it's just what are we gonna call this timeline, Barry? I'm thinking Flashpoint. Let me explain to you what Flashpoint is. I fucked up again. That's what it is. So you're telling me you messed up again? That's what I'm telling you. Oh, we should fix this again. That's what this Flashpoint was. It's like I'm looking at the screen, and though Kid Flash's costume, the bodysuit is cool, dude, but Kid Flash, you need to work on the face mask, bro.
I feel like a face mask is
Uh,
kind of hard to do.
no, the whole, like, I understand Kid Flash always has that top cut off, and maybe doing the full mask would make it look too much like Reverse Flash, but holy shit, your neck is too damn thick. Whatever happened, I don't know what happened. I don't know if there's too much material. They got if they did the wrong cast. I don't know what happened, brother. I follow you on Instagram. You're a cool guy. You're cool. You're an awesome Wally West. But Jesus Christ, what the hell happened with your suit?
I
And
think you might
Barry,
not see it ever again.
you look cool. You look cool with your little white emblem and your little lightning bolts, and you press your damn little earpiece, and you can talk to Cisco. That's awesome. What the fuck are you guys doing? What's this whole episode about? We got the Kid Flash. We got the Kid Flash. He did nothing. He got his ass kicked every single time. You're telling me that this rival that's been terrorizing the city, they could whip this kid's ass in one punch, has been what? Just taking the back seat, being like, I'm just gonna tease this kid. It's like all of the metahumans in the city, which I'm assuming there's more, would overrun the city with this Flash. But there's only one guy that's kind of terrorizing it.
I think overall
And then he gets fucking stabbed. And then then the dude just puts a pole through his damn chest.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's a terrible Flash. I mean, of course, Bear almost got killed. If freaking Joe wasn't there to shoot the guy with a gun. Really? A gun shot a speedster. Just a gun. Just a normal handgun shot and killed a speedster because he wasn't paying attention. That's what happened. I'm not saying that in the comic books or other things that the Flash has not been shot before. I'm sure he's been hitting the crossfire. I'm sure that's happened. But that whole fight scene was dumb. It was pointless. It was ugly. It wasn't choreographed right. The effects were fine, cool. But Wally was stabbed immediately, and then then Barry beat him up, started walking away. Then the rival got up and got shot, and then it was just like, "Oh, Joe, come over here. Wally's been stabbed. My son." And then the fucking eye doctor is checking his vitals. What? What? What is Cisco doing in this whole... Why does Cisco need to be here? Why does she need to be... None of them need to be here, Dustin. None of them need to be here. Mm-hmm. We need like a year off. We need to reevaluate what's happening. I'm sure you liked it. That's great that you liked it. And if anybody else listening to this, if anybody out there is listening to this, and you enjoy this episode and you enjoy the show as a whole, you really like it, good for you. Honestly, I am so happy somebody out there is enjoying the show and getting the most out of it. If this is your favorite show, this is a show you're looking forward to, this is a show that you watch with your parents, your siblings, your partner, whoever you watch it with, if you just watch it by yourself and you love this show and you love this character, good for you. But take what I'm saying and just look for those little things within the show. Just pay attention closely, and you'll start to learn that there are so many wrong turns in this show that they're taking. Pointless turns. Just to stir up more conflict or stir up more shit that doesn't need to be stirred up. What would this show be without all the timeline stuff? I don't know. I don't know what they could do to fix this show if they completely got rid of the timeline stuff. I don't know, and I'm sorry. I talk shit, but I don't have any. I don't have any helpful tips to help them fix the show. But there needs to be a season like season 1 where he's not trying to fuck up the timeline. He's not doing all that kind of stuff. He just needs to fight a villain, learn more about his powers, learn more about himself, become the Flash, and stop fucking up so much as if this is his first day on the job. Because this Barry Allen is smart. It's Barry frickin' Allen. He's working with some of the smartest people in the world. But it seems like they're taking so many wrong turns with these genius characters. It's like, I'm a nobody. You put me in a room with Cisco Ramon or Caitlin Snow or Barry Allen or I'm forgetting his name right now. Or Wells, Norson Wells. Norson. I was about to say Orson, but I was like, no, it's Norson. I was like, no, it's not. Or put me in a room with Wells. I couldn't even compete with the characters. But I'm sitting here watching them make dumb decisions. I was like, what the fuck? It's like, put me on Team Flash. I don't know if I work good under pressure, but sure I can fucking fix this timeline shit for you guys.
I think at the end of the day, this whole episode was just like a reach around, convoluted way just to get Reverse Flash back into the story. So I feel like they realized they made a mistake by just killing him off. I mean, it was a good finish to season 1, but since he's like Flash's like main enemy, it's like
there's so many more people they could bring in.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Captain Cold, such a cool character, played by such a cool actor. But now, since they're doing, since they're doing Legends of Tomorrow, which is a good show, I really enjoy it. We're not getting any of these characters back for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Trickster for an episode, played by the wonderful Mark Hamill, but he was locked up most of the time. And then he had a little Goonie that played like Trickster Jr. There's so many more rivals that the Flash has. They are goofy. They are goofy. But, where's an episode or two? Where the fuck's King Shark at?
They already did him.
Huh?
They already took care of him. I think he's dead.
But like, didn't they like harpoon him or something stupid?
Like
something stupid.
But
It was like harpoon King Shark.
I'm pretty sure it was said that they're doing Mirror Master this season.
Yeah, I remember seeing something like that. I remember seeing him like being casted or their casting call or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool. It's cool to see some more of these.
And they did Weather Wizard.
They did Weather Wizard, but then they kill him too.
I mean, yeah, he became basically a villain of the week kind of scenario.
Yeah, and there are shows.
All season 1 was just a villain of the week, and then like the overarching goal.
And I like the villains of the week. I think they're fun because you can start creating characters for this show.
I'm sure there's been a few characters created.
Oh yeah, of course, there probably has been. But I'm tired of seeing an entire season like season 2, where Zoom is like the final end goal. And they're talking about Zoom all the time. They're always trying to find Zoom. Zoom pops up in like every single freaking episode. You still get a few, a few villains of the week type thing. You defeat Zoom, though he becomes a wraith, just to completely rewrite that entire season again. Because you might say, well, no, because at the end of Flashpoint, he went back to... No, he didn't. He didn't even go back to that timeline. It's a completely new, rewritten timeline. Sure, his dad's dead. Zoom is probably gone. But he's still not back at the timeline that we spent an entire season at.
I feel like the only thing different in this timeline is that Iris and her dad are not on...
I don't think that Zoom was really. I don't think Zoom was like, or not Zoom, Reverse Flash was like, oh yeah, I mean this is we're back at the timeline, kind of.
Okay, yeah, I didn't
Because
think about that.
because you're back in the timeline, kind of, because Iris and her dad's not talking. Hi, that's gonna fuck you. No,
I
that's
honestly
not what he's
100%
talking about.
thought that Iris was dead.
Oh yeah, I totally thought I was like, oh shit, Iris is dead.
Would that have
I
done
would
anything for you if she was
100% thought.
dead?
Oh yeah, that would like if they would have killed off Iris. I love Iris. I love the actress that plays Iris. I love Iris as a character. She has been one of the characters that I've been rooting for. I really really like her. But if they would have killed her off and created that type of conflict, an actual really cool conflict, I would have liked this episode a lot more. Because we know we're gonna get her back.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Candace something, or Candace Sween, or I can't remember her name. But Candace something. We know we're gonna get her back. But just maybe a few episodes where she's dead, and there's kind of like a whole thing between back and forth. Maybe Barry had something to do with her death,
Mm-hmm.
and
Maybe she got killed by Zoom somehow.
and maybe though Joe and them are on good terms, it's still kind of touchy.
Mm-hmm.
And something that would have been cool, but no, she's just on not talking terms, going somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe, maybe, just fucking maybe, since Reverse Flash is back, the original one, maybe we'll get Eddie back, and maybe her and Eddie will be together somewhere.
Good.
Because Barthon's back, and Eddie is, he's back alive, running around this timeline, so Eddie's probably going to be back somewhere. Which I like Eddie, even though we only saw him for a few episodes.
I mean, he's around for most of season 1.
Yeah, but, he went out heroically. The only one that's actually went out heroically. He's like the only character, like, really, that I actually was like, oh shit. This actually tugs at the heartstrings a little bit. Like when I saw the actual Jay Garrick, I felt a little bit emotional. I was like, oh, this is really cool, very sentimental moment. When Eddie died and sacrificed himself, I thought that was really good. But like say like the moments like you find out that Zoom is actually Jay, I was like, yeah, I saw it coming.
Yeah.
Cool. Or if you find out the dude in the Iron Mask is, like, yeah, okay, yeah, we kind of assumed in the last 2 episodes that it's going to be Jay Garrick, the actual Jay Garrick, and sure enough, there he is. Like the moments that you're supposed to be like awestruck in, you're not in this series because you're just like, oh yeah, I saw it coming because you've literally spent 7 episodes building up to it, and you've given about 30 clues to the person in the mask. So yeah, I know who it is. It's not crazy cool anymore. But yeah.
All I can say is, hopefully, next week's episode somehow is a little bit of retribution for your feelings, and even though it's not Iris being dead, maybe there is some good, deep reason behind why her and her father aren't on speaking terms.
Yeah.
So maybe there will be some kind of story there that you might enjoy.
Yeah, and I would like some conflict within that. I would like some family conflict. That would be fun, I guess. Yeah, fucking Joe. He's like, where's Iris? And he just gets all silent. He's like, you know what? That was a pretty shitty thing to do. But I'm just gonna leave it up and say it's grief. It's like, what do you mean? And then fucking Wally, you know that they're not on good speaking terms. And it just ends. It's like, that was horseshit. Cool ending, bro. Awesome. Non-speaking terms. That's fun. That's gonna open up a world that I can't stop thinking about it. Why aren't they not speaking? I don't know. I'm hoping a lot for this season. I think that we touched at the beginning of the podcast that we're only going to do like special episodes. I think we're gonna come back next week,
Probably will.
and maybe we'll get into a groove. Maybe we'll do every episode.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we will. And there's also like we said, like blah, 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 blah. Like we touched on, Legends of Tomorrow's coming back this Wednesday.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Wednesday's Arrow, which we
Arrow.
would cover, but only I watch Arrow.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do a whole 47-minute podcast by myself.
Yeah, I don't watch Arrow. I could care less about Arrow.
All I can say about Arrow is I think Deathstroke's coming back, and that's cool.
Maybe. Stephen Amell took a picture of him and Deathstroke on a park bench. Woo!
That might be cool, because he was a good villain.
Sure, they had the Suicide Squad for a quick second.
Green Arrow hasn't really had many good villains besides
Nope.
Damien Dark was kind of dumb.
Yeah, Damien Dark. I love the actor. I think the actor is actually like legitimately creepy.
Mm-hmm.
And he plays a lot of good villains. But everything I've heard and watched, and I've listened to podcasts about Arrow, he fucking sucks. He sucks. He's just a terrible villain. Anyway, yeah. So we talked about expect next week. We're gonna come back with another Flash DC podcast. We're also gonna cover Legends tomorrow this Thursday. I'm gonna try to. Excuse me. If you haven't figured out already, I have a cold. So I'm sniffling now. I'm gonna try to power through. I'm sorry, Justin. I'm saying a lot. I'm gonna try to power through Supergirl in the next few days. I also need to catch up on Luke Cage. Power through that. I'm gonna do Supergirl first because that's more urgent because it's coming out Monday. And then we'll cover Supergirl. So expect not only our movie reviews, Monday. But hold on, I can get this Monday, Thursday, Saturday. But also expect Tuesday
on Tuesday,
Thursday, and Monday. Justin, dude, we just covered in like our Wednesday stuff. Because we have the thing that I always think is funny. We have Monday and then Thursday, which is a giant gap, and then we have Saturday, which is just the day after. Like
now
it's
we
like
have
Thursday,
double
Friday.
was a Monday. Then we have Tuesday, still no Wednesday. Double was a Thursday, and then Saturday.
Yeah, we're just doubling up on everything.
5 videos a week now.
Wait, no, today's not Wednesday, is it?
Today's only Tuesday.
Oh my lord. Yeah, but should be good.
Yeah.
And if we do miss an upload on the night or the day of,
That'll be the day after then.
Expect it the day after. We'll always try to get one up unless it's like literally impossible.
Unless
or just not feeling it. Yeah, or unless one of us dies. But we're gonna try to do this. We'll try, but stuff might happen. But yeah, I think this has been a different DC podcast. Like I said, everybody out there is watching this. If you are watching this, what I said, don't take too much offense to it because it is my opinion. This is all opinion based. I hope someone out there loves this show to death. I really do because Justin really does enjoy the show. I do enjoy the show. I don't want you guys to be like, I'm not going to come back next week because this guy all he does is shit on them on the show. I probably still will. Just to let you guys know, I probably still will, but I can be a little bit nicer. Just come back next week and watch The Flash, and then also stick around for
movie
Legend of Tomorrow,
and
Legend of Tomorrow, and Supergirl, and movie reviews, and newer and older, and animation, and recommendations, and so much content, Justin.
Yeah.
So much content, so much content to watch. All right. Please give your final thoughts before we head out, or maybe it'll still turn into another 20-minute conversation.
I just thought the episode was good, at least in my opinion. I don't know much, but I know a few things, and in my opinion, it was alright. And that's just me.
Yeah.
As long as you have nothing else to say.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I was going to say, and there's probably some things that I've said during this podcast. I'm not saying I know everything about the show. I obviously don't. And there's people out there that have watched this show probably 3 times and know every little bit about it. And I've probably spout out some misinformation or something that triggers you in any way,
Here's a
I'm
little
sorry.
misinformation you spouted. You said that Mary gave Reverse Flash chili fries. No, they were curly fries.
Did he say chili fries?
He said curly fries.
Whatever. I like Ben 10. Ben would give Albedo chili fries. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Okay.
I just thought that, it's just
Everybody were like chili fries, Dawson.
they're not chili fries?
They're curly fries.
Did he say, are they regular fries or are they curly fries? 'Cause I want curly fries. And then he's like, you're being held captive. You don't get to make requests.
Basically said like a human can go 3 weeks without eating.
Yeah,
and
you don't get to make
survive. It's
requests.
like you're getting fed anything.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much
Yeah.
it, guys. With that
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Let us
French
know
fry
down below
notes.
what you think of this episode. Do you like
Yeah,
Flash?
please do.
Do you like Arrow? Do you like anything? Or you like Dawson who likes nothing? That's pretty much it.
I like so much stuff. I'm so
See y'all
sorry for being such a dick.
next time.
Bye.